Rain tapped against the attic window as Anna sat curled in her grandmother's old rocking chair, wrapped in an itchy quilt. The storm outside growled like a hungry beast, but she wasn't scared of thunder. Not tonight. She was scared of the silence. It had been 2 weeks since her mother passed, and 1 week since her phone stopped ringing. No friends, no family, no check-ins. The house groaned with emptiness. Her only company was the steady creak of the rocking chair and the distant sound of rain. And then she heard it. From downstairs, a voice. "Anna?" It was soft, hesitant, familiar. Her heart stopped. That voice, it was her mother's, but she was dead. She had seen the body, kissed the cold forehead. "Anna," the voice called again, a little louder. Still her mother's voice, just like she remembered, it warm, concerned, shaky with care. She sat still as a statue. "No," she whispered to herself, "you're not real." But it didn't stop. "Sweetheart, it's me. Open the door." She wanted to scream, wanted to run, but instead, she slid out of the rocking chair and tiptoed to the attic door, ear pressed against the wood. Nothing. Silence. Had she imagined it? No. That voice had been real. Then came a whisper, so close, it might have been on the other side of the door. "Don't ignore me." She stumbled back, pulse hammering. Her breath came in short bursts. She knew what this was. She had read about it once, in a late-night internet rabbit hole. She never expected to remember again. An urban legend, or maybe something older. A creature summoned by deep loneliness. The hollow caller. No one knew what it looked like at first. You never saw it, only heard it. It used a voice you loved. Called to you when you were alone. If you answered, if you acknowledged it, it came closer. And if you opened the door, you were never seen again. Anna bolted the attic door and pulled a heavy dresser in front of it. She grabbed her grandmother's rosary from the nightstand, even though she didn't believe in anything anymore. The shadows seemed to pulse now, like they breathed. And then it began again. A new voice. "Anna, it's Ben," her little brother's voice now, who died 3 years ago. "Don't you miss me?" She wept quietly, clutching her knees, whispering "no" under her breath. Not a response, not enough to let it in. The sound of slow footsteps echoed up the stairs. Thump, thump. Then came the dragging. Something heavy scraping up each step. Too slow to be human. Too heavy. "Please," the voice sobbed. "Why won't you let me in?" She clamped her hands over her ears. "You're not real. You're not real. You're not real." Bang. Something hit the attic door. Hard. The wood cracked. Then silence. She dared a glance at the door. The keyhole loans, just a black dot was now, leaking something dark and wet. She backed away, heart galloping. Then she made the mistake. She whispered, "Stop," and everything changed. The moment the word left her lips, she heard it. A rasping, wet inhaler right behind her. She turned. Nothing. But the attic felt smaller, the shadows longer. The rain outside had stopped, leaving only silence, and the distant thump of something climbing again. Only this time, it wasn't mimicking anymore. It was humming, a hollow, tuneless hum that echoed inside her skull. She scrambled to the window, desperate. Her hands fumbled with the latch. Below was the overgrown backyard. Too far to jump, but maybe the tree near the roof. She cracked open the window and, "Anna," a single word, whispered behind her ear. She whirled and finally saw it. Tall, bone, thin, its skin like stretched parchment over a skeleton. No eyes, no nose, just a single gaping mouth where the face should be, wide as her head, blacker than pitch, deep enough that it felt like looking into a tunnel through time. The hollow collar, its chest rose and fell slowly, like it breathed in her fear. And then it spoke again, but not with words. Instead, it opened its mouth wide, and inside were the voices of everyone she'd ever lost. Her mother, her brother, her grandmother, even her childhood dog, all crying out, pleading, laughing, weeping. "Anna! Anna! Don't leave me! Anna!" she screamed, flinging a lamp. It shattered against its ribs, but the thing didn't flinch. It just stepped closer. One step, then another. And with each step, the walls of the attic darkened, not with shadow, but with emptiness, like the creature was swallowing the light. She dove for the window and crawled onto the ledge. The wind lashed her hair. Below, the tree swayed wildly. One jump. She might break something, but she'd be alive. "Anna," the creature called again. And this time it didn't sound like anyone. It sounded like nothing. A void. She leapt. Branches snapped. She fell, landed in the mud, with a cry of pain, her ankle twisting sharply. But she was alive. She crawled, limped, dragged herself across the yard, never daring to look back. Only when she reached the neighbor's porch did she collapse, sobbing, pounding on the door. Mr. Gleason opened it in a bathrobe, confused and alarmed. She told him everything. Of course, he didn't believe her. They searched the house. The attic door was wide open. No black liquid, no broken lock, no creature, just an old, dusty chair and a cracked attic window. Anna moved in with an aunt, went to therapy, started fresh in a new town. But some nights, when the rain hits the glass, she hears her brother's voice, soft, mournful. "Anna?" She doesn't answer. She never will again, because now she knows. If you answer, it comes closer. If you open the door, it enters. And once it has your voice, it will wait to be called again by someone else, alone, desperate, longing to hear a loved one call their name just one last time. The end.